With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So for the Cavaliers, their last game, a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. And they were still in that one right up to the end, guys, but lost by a couple of buckets.
And a lot of people thought they were the favorites going into that one, but it ended up being a much tougher game than most anticipated, and they just fell short.
On the wing, Mitchell. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
5 to shoot. Harden, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
I tell you, James Harden's ability to power through contact and finish with bodies around him is something else.
Pass to Garland. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Harden outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Here's Garland following the score by Derrick Rose.
Walking foul call on Derrick Rose. His first team foul.
And a deep 3 from Garland. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pass to Powell. Stolen by Okoro. For 3, Mitchell. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 5.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
Right side Rose. Pass to Reed. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Rose. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Kenny Atkinson, DA.
Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front of the center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, Buzelis following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Hits the three-point bomb. 5 points in the game.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And as James Harden enters his mid-30s, Doris, he's still able to put his fingerprints all over a game.
It's so true, Kevin. Rumors of his supposed demise have been greatly exaggerated. This guy's able to create shots for himself and his teammates at an elite level.
Got a piece of it. Back to Garland. Down low. And Allen slams it in.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Powell for 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cavaliers trailing. Inside. And Mobley throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. Evan Mobley using just about all of that for
Rose attacking. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
Oh, as he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Back to Okoro. Pass to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Now here's Rose. Covered by Okoro. Here's Harden. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Harden's got his third basket of the night right there. Mobley outside. That three off the mark. James Harden getting it done for Chicago. He finishes with 9 points.
The Bulls, 15.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Kicks it out to Jones. Mobley with the block.
7 feet sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
In the corner, Okoro with it. Back to Garland. Mitchell outside. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, we talked about Donovan Mitchell as an exceptional two-way talent. No better example than right there.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Stolen by Mitchell. Mobley with it. Jones covering. Here's Okoro. Rebound by Williams. Bulls trailed by 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Here's Jones. Good on the shot. Here's Garland. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. G.A., you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Pass to Merrill. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Merrill's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Back to Williams. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Second team substitution.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
1:58 left in the first half of the game. To the paint. Pass to Jerome. Now Strus. Now Merrill. Guarded by Powell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Strus. It's all in by the Bulls.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Left side Rose. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Derrick Rose over 80% from the free throw line over his career. He makes you pay for those fouls.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
It's Porter outside. Reed with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
And Porter, here we go. Yes, that goes in. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Back to Rose. Finished off by Rose.
And without question, Derrick Rose is one of the most athletic players the league has ever seen. Right there, reminding us just what he can do.
16 seconds left in the first half. Outside Porter. Shoots over Powell. Porter can't get that one to fall. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls out front, up by 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Took him no time at all on that one. Reed got the first points to start out the third quarter for Chicago. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And Cleveland making a change here. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
I would say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Pass to Buzelis. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers trailing. Mobley left side. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Here's Chicago. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
One of the great NBA players one-on-one in the history of the game. James Harden has got a rhythm, and that's trouble.
It's Allen on the wing. Pass to Hunter. Outside Garland. And it's off from three-point range. The Bulls leading by 4. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
Pass to Reed. Back to Rose. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Reed in the post. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Buzelis, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land.
Oh, smart pass there, setting up Buzelis in a position to cash in.
Pass to Jerome. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Buzelis. Harden outside.
Ask any player or coach in the NBA, how good is James Harden? You will get the same answer. This is one of the best scorers to ever do it, guys.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Kicks it out to Allen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bulls leading by 4. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Bulls. 4-point game. Let's get an update on Donovan Mitchell. What's the status there, David?
Kevin, they caught up with the Cavaliers' head athletic trainer. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. Now, this team came into the season with some high hopes. It's not the way they wanted to start things off. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Mobley is screen. Pass to Allen. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Allen's got 7.
Jared Allen simply getting more and more comfortable. How about the rise and fire in the catch and shoot? Okay.
Outside, Jones. Here's Nevitt. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Buries it from three-point range. Garland's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
This is one of the game's better three-point shooters. Darius Garland in the house.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now Jones. The kick out to Williams. And stolen by Mobley. Hunter on the wing. No good from outside. Got it off in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far.
The Bulls, 47. Here we go, fans.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Outside Garland.
Give Darius Garland credit for looking to score. He forces the defense into action.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Here's Harden on the wing. And the wide open shot from Reed. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Pass to Allen from outside the arc. Connects from three-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. They are just killing them on the interior.
Screen by Allen. To the middle. Here's Mobley. Cleveland moving the ball around. To the inside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And here's Rose. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
Yeah, and you can see the passing ability at his size. Buzelis is all for getting it to his open teammate.
In the corner, Okoro with it. Now here's Mobley. Misses from close range. Here's Powell. It's deflected.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working on it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Derrick Rose at the line for 2.
And Rose drops them both.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. A nice shot by Okoro.
That's what you call a whatever it takes mindset. Okoro finds his way to contribute night in and night out.
That one falls. And the Bulls lead by 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Mobley with the block.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. And when he's not blocking shots, he's altering.
Kicks it out to Garland. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
How about Darius Garland? He's young, but he is fearless, folks.
Here's Harden driving inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Yeah, he gets them to lead the free throw line despite the one miss.
Nobody near Allen. Drains it from beyond the arc. Allen's got 9 points here in the second half.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
bit under 3.5 minutes advanced here in the fourth. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Garland with it. Inside. Here's Mobley, and it's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Harden outside. To end the run. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Now, here's Hunter. Out to the right wing. Tipped away. 6 to shoot. Here's Mobley. Makes it off the glass. And now a 6-point Cavalier lead.
How about the young big man, Evan Mobley, coming through in the clutch? We see you, young sir.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hunter, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
This kid, Buzelis, loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Harden. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Garland. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in